Paris Hilton has explained how the lines got blurred after she developed her ditzy blonde persona. The heiress, 41, is the latest guest on Meghan Markle's Archetypes Spotify podcast, in an episode entitled Breaking Down the Bimbo. The two dissect Paris' reputation in the candid conversation, with Paris revealing that she built her Barbie doll persona as a way to escape her traumatic teenage years at a Utah boarding school. Paris has alleged that she was verbally, mentally and physically abused during her 2 years at Provo Canyon School after being sent to the institution by her parents when she was a rebellious teen. Speaking to Meghan about those years, Paris called it the most painful and horrific experience of my life, explaining how it really just took away my childhood. She said that the only thing that kept her going during that time was thinking about who she was going to be when she left. I just promising myself and saying, I'm going to work so hard and become so successful that no one will ever be able to control me ever again. And in there, I started kind of building this fantasy life and this kind of Barbie doll character, she continued. I guess, just to not think about pain and just to think about, oh, unicorns and butterflies and Barbie dolls and pink and sparkles. She went on to explain that it was at the age of 22 when she landed her iconic reality show The Simple Life alongside her best friend Nicole Richie that the persona went into full force. The producers just said, we want Nicole to be the troublemaker and Paris, we want you to be the rich dumb blonde, and that's when I started like really playing into that character. During that time it was encouraged to be dumb and bubbly. I look at it now and am like, I think it's so much cooler to be smart and intelligent, but back then it was almost like they wanted. She added that the character was also a mask to protect herself from the media attention the show bought her. But she never expected the show and therefore her persona to last, pointing out that she thought The Simple Life would only last 1 season, and not the 5 it went on to air. I almost got stuck and lost in the character, and at some point it was like lines got blurred and it was like I forgot who I was, she said. And it makes me sad because I used to be such a free spirit and I was not so closed off, and I feel like with just so many things that have happened to me over the years I just closed off in ways in my mind and I wish that it didn't happen. Going through trauma and life really affects you. The Duchess replied, I think it's so sad you don't even get the opportunity, it makes me emotional even thinking about it, you don't get the opportunity to start to think about the woman you want to be with a blank slate, so then you come out into the world and they cast you in this thing that you end up feeling trapped. Paris said that with the release of her recent documentary and her advocacy work, people are finally seeing the other side. I love being underestimated. Meghan began her chat with Paris by telling listeners that she was nervous about interviewing Paris because she'd had a judgment about the socialite. I've been the most nervous about this one, she admitted, because while I'm embarrassed to admit it, I had a judgment about Paris. And I don't like having judgment, doesn't feel good. But I had to be real about that because when I grew up, she was beautiful, rich and famous. What could possibly be wrong with her life? Paris responded saying she was also hesitant about an audience with Meghan because I'm just such a shy person and we haven't met before.